I kind of wish today was the day of my speech because I would have had a choice to make. I would have had to choose, do I get up and pull every neurological trick in the book to change my mood, to be a bright, shiny penny? Or would I practice and practice and practice my speech so that it came across well and everybody loved it and clapped? Or would I put on as much makeup as I could to hide what doesn't feel so good today? Would I wear a mask to be presentable and defend against that fear that's really the core fear? Like, I don't think I'm the only one. That core fear that I'm not enough, that these days, that the me that wakes up and has one of these days isn't good enough and acceptable. Cover the blemish, fix the hair, put on the bra that makes the 44 longs look 42 long. Come up with all the right words. Or do I phone it in? Do I call up and say, wow, I'm sick today. I can't make it. I wanted to give that speech. I wanted to do that job. I wanted to meet those people, but I'm just under the weather. Do I find myself so unacceptable in this raw moment where I just don't have it in me to do the day like a bright, shiny penny? Do I find her so unacceptable that I call you, whoever you are, and tell you a story? And tell myself a story that this just isn't enough. And keep that in place. That's that core belief. Or maybe there's an option. I thought, you know what? Maybe there's an option. Maybe I just record this. Maybe I just show what wants to be hidden. Just one of those days where I woke up and, oh, I ate too much last night. Oh, I'm not motivated to write today. I don't want to interact with people today. There's something wrong with me. What if there isn't? What if we all just have these days, like with this hair and this shirt and that dog and in the bed and this tea? What if we all have those days? And what if we didn't put those masks on or make those phone calls? What if we just showed up like this? What if it was my speech day and I just went ahead and walked the hell into your room, set down what I had prepared and told you this? That some days are just like this. What if for Halloween I took off my mask? I don't know. Part of me just feels like it would be awesome, wouldn't it? To just tell everybody, some days are like this. Some days I don't like me, I don't like you, I don't like the world, and it will pass. But can I love me enough in it to share it? Can I love me enough to know that me, like this, having one of these days, is enough? And that I don't need to strategize to gin myself up, perk myself up, clean myself up, exercise myself up, meditate myself up, medicate myself up, to be acceptable, to go in and do what I need to do. That if I show up just like this, you'll be fine with it. Because here's one thing I know, that even if you would sit there and say, oh my God, girl, what are you doing? That even if you were doing that you love me completely, just as I am. whether you know it or not. And I must feel the same way, because this is the scariest thing in the world, to just take off this mask and say, I'm having one of those days. And to invite you, when you have one of those days, to get your cup of tea and get out your iPhone and videotape it and show it to everybody. As I wonder what would happen if we did. If we just let ourselves be seen. No matter what showed up in the bed that day. Anyway, this is my tribute to those days. And that if you're having one of those days too, maybe it's an opportunity. Maybe it's an opportunity for us to have one of those days and not allow it to mean that there's something wrong with us. Even flowers droop a little bit on a rainy day. So here's to rainy days and those days, and to telling each other the truth, and to taking off our masks, and to enjoying our masks too, because they're fun, and they're ours, and they're creative, and there's nothing wrong with them. But for once, I just wanted to allow this to be okay too. I love you. Have a great day.